And in New Zealand, that's where I started skating when I was about 13. One of my best friends in my junior high school, and he was skating, so that's really one of the first reasons that really motivated me to go skateboarding, to try it out. And then I saw a movie, and then that's it.
So I just was like using this crappy skateboard in the backyard for ages, and I was shopping with my nan at Aldi one day, and there was this like terrible Canadian maple board with like the softest wheels in the world, and I was just like, Nan, can you please buy this for me? And she was like, well, you want it for Christmas? And I'm like, oh yeah, get it for me for Christmas, but like I want it now though.
I started skateboarding when I was 25, so which is 7 years ago. I used to do breakdancing for 7 years.
I can't remember the name of the movies, but I had like still with a fishboard, and they were just like rolling around, and I saw they were jumping things around and going under cars, trucks, and I was like, oh, I really want to do that. That's cool, man.
So she bought me this like $30 skateboard from Aldi, and I thought it was like the best thing ever, and it was so stupid to ride, like the wheels would bounce on the ground. And I just rode that at a local tennis court that we had, because I live in the middle of nowhere.
Pretty much the first weekend I was in New Zealand, I just nagged to my mom about a skateboard, and I got a cheap one from the shops. And yeah, from then on, it just couldn't stop. Just keep skating until now.
All my cousins were boys, so I would just always be hanging out with the boys and doing boy stuff. So they didn't really think anything of it when I'd pick up a skateboard and be like, oh, I play skateboard now. They just thought it was like, all the boys were doing it, so it was pretty normal that I was just going to go and do it too.
And also, I don't really like group stuff, like team up and then do some stuff as a team. So let's say baseball, basketball, it's really hard for me to do like my stuff really.
I remember in NZ, it wasn't a sport, but it was a skate park. That's like where I go every day. It was my second home. Like people say that was my second home. I even heard people saying like, hey, if you're looking for Fahad, he'll be at the skate park. That's where you find him. But yeah, even though when I'm injured, I've sprained my ankle, I can't skate, I will always be there. Even just to sit around, hang out with the friends and all that.
Like when I was younger, it was just like you go down to the skate park and it'd just be all the real hardcore like skate rat dudes, and they were all like 5 years plus older than me, and I'd always be heaps intimidated and think they would like all think I was stupid because I could not skate for shit when I was a kid. Like it took me 2 years to learn how to ollie. I used to be the most awkward kid and just go hang out at the skate park and be like, oh, I'm so bad, but I just want to like hang out and roll around on the ramps. And sometimes the guys were supportive, but most of the time then they were just like heaps duty dudes, and they're just like, oh, you're just getting in the way. But I feel like that they'd be like that with anyone, really. And it was probably mostly in my head being a kid and being really intimidated that I was like, oh my God, they all hate me, when in reality they probably didn't. Probably around 18 that I started to like meet other girls that skated. So that was pretty sweet. We could like all hook up on the weekend and go for a skate together and just have this really like big sweet girl skate crew.
Skateboarding, you can be really free, you can be really selfish, and you can be really creative. So I think that's the fact I like, and it suits my personality. I don't like competing because everyone's different, everyone's unique, so there's no point to compete for me. So, and the battle, like especially breakdancing, like you have to be really aggressive and you have to like almost fighting. So I don't know, age is just number. And then when I was 25, I wasn't thinking about my age. I was just having fun, because I think skateboarding for me is just having fun with your mates.
My mom never want me to skate. My mom hated it because she said it was dangerous and all that. Until now, she asked me when am I gonna stop. I told her I don't know when I get married, when I have kids.
My parents is like, yeah, happy, like, yeah, don't really give a shit about it.
I think just the girls' crews are different because we're more social, I guess. Like, half the time we'll just go to the skate park to hang out and like talk to each other. And because there's not heaps of girl skaters around, I think that you don't really have a choice who you're friends with in the girl skate world in Australia. You just like have to be friends with everybody because like we're so small. But luckily most of the girls are like pretty cool with each other and everyone gets along. So that's not too bad. And when we do all get together, it's always fun. There's no fights. Like everyone hangs out and we're sort of in the same place for the same thing. So everyone's in the same mindset. Oh, there's definitely like, most girls are more methodical in what they choose to do when they're skateboarding. So I think they think about it more before they do it. Whereas boys are just like, fuck yeah, gonna get on it for the boys. And we'll just ollie like a 20 stare and not really think about it. They'll just go out and do it. Like even professional skateboarders in the girls' world, they're still getting up and going to work every day. Like they're going to work all week and skating. So that I feel like that puts a little bit more like you have to think, oh, well, this skateboard company aren't paying off my rent. I'm going to have to go to work tomorrow. So maybe I shouldn't do this so I can go tomorrow. In Australia, there's not that many comps open to girls. They usually just have a boys division. It's like the girls can skate in it. They just have to skate with the boys. But girls and boys skate totally different. We have totally different body types. So it's not really like, you don't see like tennis matches. Like you don't see a grand slam with a girl versus a man. They're different body shapes. They play tennis differently. So it's like the same sort of thing, really. Like you can't just go, oh, just go in the boys comp just because we can't be bothered putting in a girls competition for you. It probably would have been early 2000s, maybe like 2005 or so. Esther started just another female skate comp, I think it was called. And that was just like competition just for female skateboarders. So that was the first of its kind in Australia. I think it had a few people come over from the States as well to skate in it. She decided to build like a girl skateboarding website, and that's where it all just like blew up from there. So it's just me and Esther usually doing things, but we've got a few girls now from the other states to come in and help out. So I think we're going to try and get some more coaching stuff happening. We run the comp every year, so that's Daughters of Doom. We have once a year, that's the annual girl skate comp. We had prizes, literally everyone who went in the comp got a prize, and then cash prize for the best three. So that was pretty sweet.
the skateboarding in the culture and in design industry culture is really connected. I can tell, like I can see it everywhere. Like if you go skateboarding website, like you see a lot of videos which shows you, of course, skateboarding at the same time, design like typography. They merge together and produce something really good one. Yes. My dad, he's graphic designer, so I think in some way I was influenced by him, and then that's how I start graphic design. He didn't come back home like quite often, so start the company. So yeah, I didn't see him much when I was a kid. Plus I didn't see his artwork as well. So it's pretty funny, but somehow I ended up the same path with my dad. Designing, you can be really free, like especially illustration. You can be really selfish and you do whatever you want. Don't need to think about other people. Same goes skateboarding. So I think mindset's pretty similar.
I always grew up in like an artsy sort of environment. Like my mum's an artist and so was my auntie, and I lived with them when I was a kid. So the influences were always there, and I don't know, like I really appreciate art on decks and stuff, so I'd always get like heaps excited by that. And when my deck was like all razzed out, I'd sand it back and always paint something on it, or always have something like stenciled or drawn on my grip tape, and I still do it now. So
different graphics on the board is just amazing these days. Like you see all different kind of like different pictures and different graphics on the board, all different designs, and you can like, I have probably about 12 boards just for me to hang on the wall. To us, it's like a painting. Like to have it on the wall is just like, it's nice to look at.
My painting process is it's kind of hard. My inspiration comes from nature. I listen to music a lot, and then when I draw something, I listen to like, let's say, a couple of songs, not like tens of different songs, because the changing the mood of the song, changing my the style illustration as well. So I usually repeat and listening to the same song like all over again. And then especially this sound should be instrumental for me. Like I like more chill, jazzy, hip hop, and instrumental.
I always have that connection with skating and music. I know that from the beginning, it's always the skating and music. It goes hand in hand. And to me, if I listen to different music, like if I listen to one music, maybe I can be like a slow kind of music, slow beat kind of music, and I can be more relaxed. And when I'm skating, I'll be more slow and more relaxed. But if I listen to like upbeat kind of music, makes me want to go a little bit harder, a little bit faster.
If it's just going on my deck or something, I'll just like draw a funny picture or something. But occasionally I'll go out and do graffiti and just write like offensive things or something like that, just to piss people off for fun. Yeah, I guess to be provocative. Yeah, start a conversation. I like Banksy. I like everything he does. The same sort of concept, starting a conversation, making people actually think about things, because I think people are so turned off in the world, like they don't want to notice anything that's going on in the world. So it's sort of like, I'm just going to jam it in your face and you're going to have to notice.
But after I start skating, like city is like playground for skateboarders. Like you see a nice smooth ground, you can think, I don't know, maybe you can do pass slide downhill, or if you see some stairs, maybe you can, try some tricks there. Yeah, but I didn't think that way before. Yeah.
Like we just a bunch of kids trying to be creative on like a sport. Like people just see stairs to walk down it. We see stairs, we see like how many tricks we can do down there, or what kind of amazing tricks there can be done down there. People see ledges, they just say, oh yeah, that's a nice place to sit. We see ledges, we're like, oh my God, imagine how many lines we can do over here, how many tricks we can do over here.
Skateboarding helps me be more social, I reckon. Yeah, because you get to see a lot of different people, and then skateboarders, they're diverse. Like some people's really creative, some people's like more like actual office worker. A lot of different people you can actually meet through skateboarding, and then it's nice to be like social, to get to know all these kind of different people.
I wouldn't even say I'm that in depth in the skateboarding world. I feel like I'm always on the outer edge of it. I guess being on the edge allows you more to like take in what's going around you. So helping me understand humans more, I guess, like just sitting there taking in all the sort of different people that skate, all the different humans you meet, because it is so varied. There's no like one person that skates, like everyone's totally different, so you're really immersed in like so many different people's way of life and that sort of thing.
You go through a hard life, you go through things that is hard in your life, you can't really just give up. You got to keep on trying to get through it. Because of skateboarding, I actually stopped giving up on things. Like no matter how much I got kicked down, no matter how much I got thrown out, and that's things that happen in life. Like you just gotta go through it. You gotta keep trying until you get through it.
You right?
Yeah. That was a nasty one. Yes.
Yeah.
New trick.